What is up, boys? My name is Berate, and welcome to day 10 of uploading a video every single day for the month of July. There's still only 4.9% of women that watch my videos. So, until this number goes above 4.9%, I'm sorry. I just have to say, what is up, boys? My name is Berate, because I'm appealing to 95% of the audience. So if you are a female, I am so lonely and single, hit me up. I'm joking. You must be above the age of 18, willing, and somewhere in Arizona. If you meet those criteria, hit me up. Anyway, y'all have a lot of comments of things, video ideas that aren't bad. They just wouldn't really fit in their own videos because the topic is either too niche, or the topic is too short, or it's a quick answer, or it's an answer that wouldn't fit an 8-minute video. So what I've done is I've grabbed a couple of comments right here from the comment section from you guys of questions that I will answer in this video. There'll be like 5 of them, I would say. Yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. Comment number 1 coming in from Gleno OG. Day 2 of asking how to actually improve your mechanical skills and aim by practicing. Very simple. One sec. This is very simple. Avoid aim trainers. Aim trainers, in my professional opinion, for Valorant are a colossal waste of time if you're actually trying to improve your mechanics. Because mechanics in Valorant isn't just aim. All aim is moving your crosshair from point A to point B. It is as simple as that, and using aim trainers, I'm going to be honest, doesn't really help with anything other than just moving a crosshair from point A to point B. What you need in Valorant is good movement. You need good timing. You need good strafes. You need to swing properly at the correct angles. You need good crosshair placement. The only thing that aim trainers can help you with are macro adjustments and micro adjustments. That's it. And those are things that you can practice very, very good in the range. So just play. If you want to get good at aim labs, play aim labs. If you want to get good at Valorant, play Valorant. I don't know if this is still true, but there was a while back where like a top aim labs player was like hard stuck gold in Valorant. Because aim doesn't mean as much as you think it does. Now, obviously, it's a tactical shooter. So obviously aim and mechanics has to do with it somehow, right? I'm not here to say that mechanics don't matter, because obviously they do. I have carpal tunnel in both of my wrists. Mechanics are what's stopping me from being back to Radiant. And I can confidently say that. Mechanics are important. Don't neglect your mechanics, but they're not the be-all, end-all of Valorant skill. So how do you actually improve your mechanical skill? You play more Valorant. You practice in the range, but you focus on all the aspects of your mechanics. Movement, crosshair placement, and also aim. Also, be sure to warm up before your matches. Warming up is also very important. Question number 2. What is the best way to make your teammates mad at you? Something that really gets me angry is when I give a call out and my teammates don't listen, or they just do their own thing. For example, I like to lurk mid on Icebox a lot. I know my mid lurk timing very, very well, and I'm pretty much guaranteed to get 2 kills every single time I lurk mid. I do that a couple times. I'm getting 2 here, 2 there, and one of my stupid teammates, solo queue ranked teammates, come up and say, huh, you know, this Berate guy, he's lurking up mid. He's getting 2 every round. I'm gonna full noise down mid, run it down, ruin his lurk, and I'm gonna get 2 kills as well. And then he gets surprised when he dies immediately. And I tell him, hey, let me solo mid. I have my mid lurk timing down. I'll get 2. Don't worry. And my teammate just keeps going mid and keeps going mid and keeps going mid and keeps dying. It angers me when people are stupid in games. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And Valorant's solo queue teammates are just the epitome of that issue. So that's the thing. So if you want to get your teammates mad at you, if you have a teammate that's calming, just do the opposite. That's a good way to get teammates mad at you. That's what gets me mad. Comment number 3, coming in from Not Maniko. Yeah, we'll stick with that. How to counter Smurfs. That's an interesting one. So smurfing in competitive shooters, or competitive games in general, has been an issue since the dawn of time. And for those of you who are not aware, a smurf is a high-ranking player, say Diamond, Ascendant, Immortal, who hops on a lower-rated account, Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, to essentially stomp people in lower lobbies, mainly by just, out-mechanicking them. It's a problem. I don't really condone it, but it's not really an issue that I have much control over. Yeah, how do you actually counter a smurf? You play smart. Oftentimes what smurfs are doing in their games is they are hopping on with their friends, running it down, blasting music, playing Reyna, and just out-aiming everyone. How do you counter that playstyle? You strategize around not being in 50-50 duels. What the Smurf is counting on is the Smurf is counting on always being in a 50-50 gunfight, which they will win, because chances are their mechanics are just simply better than yours. Better aim, better movement, better crosshair placement. You will lose any 50-50 encounter that you go into. So what you do is you put yourself in situations where it's not 50-50. You util spam them. You full blind them. You sneak up behind them, flanking. You sit in a corner with a shotgun. Do things in your matches that remove the 50-50 gunfight from the equation. The second one is abusing their agent. Oftentimes, Smurfs are playing agents like Jett, Reyna, and ISO. Those agents have very, very distinct weaknesses that you can exploit. If you're up against a Reyna, she needs to get a kill for her to dismiss. She has no information gathering and the blind is useless. Sneak up on the Reyna. If you're up against an ISO, the shield is very loud. So since you can hear where the Smurf is coming from, you can more easily position yourself or wait for the shield to drop and run away. If you're up against a Jett loses a lot of her value the second that she uses her utility. So bait out the smokes, bait out the dash somehow, and she's pretty much just a sitting duck without any, sort of initiator for support. Play around the agent's weaknesses and also ensure that you are putting yourself in situations where you're not in a 50-50 gunfight. 9 times out of 10, what this will do is it'll make the Smurf either shut off their music and try really hard, which at that point you're cooked, or they're going to rage quit, which happens most of the time because people don't hop on Smurf accounts to try hard, they hop on Smurf accounts for easy games. And if you are being quote-unquote annoying or you're playing correctly, they're going to get mad and they're going to leave and go play on their main account or hop on Dead by Daylight. Doesn't matter. When did you get carpal tunnel syndrome and why? This isn't really a Valorant related question. This is just a question for me, which I'm fine. Y'all can ask me questions in the comments and I'll answer. Classical piano. I got carpal tunnel from playing classical piano. Now, I wasn't very good at classical piano. I wasn't exactly like, a virtuoso or something. I just over practiced. And this is just a testament to making sure that if you do anything with your hands, whether it be, doing card tricks, yo-yo tricks, playing an instrument, or using a mouse and keyboard, take proper breaks. If it hurts, stop. I was trying to specifically learn Chopin Etude Opus 10 number 4, or also known as the Torrent Etude. It's very fast and very technically demanding. And I was trying to learn and perfect that piece, and I did get the piece somewhat good. I never said I would, I never really perfected it, but I got it pretty good. And then I started to realize that my wrists were losing a bit of coordination, and they were hurting a bit more. And I was like, okay, I guess I should have practiced more. So I would, push through the pain and practice more. And I was just losing coordination in my wrists slowly more and more. And then, lo and behold, I go to a doctor. I have carpal tunnel in both of my wrists because the piano is a two-handed instrument. So I have carpal tunnel in both of my wrists from learning classical piano. And I am, currently seeing a specialist for it. It's not that massive of a deal for my content because my content is mainly guide videos. I don't need to actually be good at the game in order to coach it and teach it, which I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that I'm not like, like a clip channel like, Variant FPS or something. I'm not like a clip channel, going into unrateds and clipping, noobs, right? I'm grateful for that. And thanks for all the support in the videos. It's great. But yeah, that's how I got Carpal Tunnel. And it's a cautionary tale to avoid it. Cautionary tale. If it hurts, stop. If it hurts, take a break. Take a rest. You don't need to get good at something fast. It takes time. That was a mistake I made. Final question is day 2. It comes from a Domas. I'm not pronouncing that. Day 2 of asking how to be consistent. Consistency. That's an issue. The number one thing that I've personally found to help with consistency is sticking to one agent. I made a whole video about this, of why one tricking is better than flexing. But it's just a good idea to stick to one agent. That's the best way and most simplest way that I can say to get consistent is to pick one agent that you like and get as good as you can. Learn every gimmick, learn every timing, learn every utility combo, learn everything you can about a specific agent, and use that agent to its fullest potential while only sticking to that agent so you don't develop, habits on other agents that carry over to your main character. Stick to one agent, get as good as you can with them, and that's the best way I've found to be consistent in matches, is people play too many agents. I'm at the point now in my Valorant, career, I guess, where I can play a lot of agents. That's just because I've sunk thousands upon thousands of hours into the game, and I'm confident in playing all of the agents at least an immortal level when it comes to like their theory and set play and stuff. But unless you can say that you have thousands upon thousands of hours in Valorant and you've studied the game as I have, stick to one agent. It's really the best way to be consistent. Anyways, yeah. That's going to be it for this video. That's all the questions. Thank you for submitting questions. I might do another one of these this month, since I'm a little bit strapped for video ideas right now. So if you have video ideas, one, feel free to throw them down in the comments below. I read all my comments, and I try to respond to as many of them as I can. Or, I'll just heart them if I read them, right? Also, make sure that if you are giving a video idea, make sure it's a concept that could take a full 8-minute video to explain, right? So like a map guide or something. And also something that doesn't need a crazy amount of editing either, because I do want to get these out in a timely manner, because I do want to upload every day this month. I also have a Metafy. I have to plug this every time. I do have to plug this because Metafy, a partner with me. I don't really have to plug it, but it's useful. If you like the information and the way that I present it, you can go to my Metafy, made the prices as low as I reasonably could, and private coaching for me. Anyways, with all that being said, this has been Berate, and remember to brush your teeth today, because I know for a fact I haven't. Bye-bye.